Greetings, travelers, and welcome to the Rusty Tavern. Join us for drinks, stories, and maybe even an adventure or two. Hello, and welcome to the Rusty Tavern. More specifically, this little corner of the tavern is Leemus's Artifacts and Assortments, or more like what will be Leemus's Artifacts and Assortments proper once we get our renovations on the Rusty Tavern done. As you can see, we're still in a bit of a fumble here. Some of the old decor is still up, but I assure you it will be tavern ready and have shelves full of mystical whatnots and magical trinkets, all for me to dive into and discuss, tell you the stories behind them, try new things. But I'll get to share all things with you here, all kinds of assortments and antiques and artifacts, anything with magical, mystical, mythical, supernatural, unnatural in the title, I assure you. Things that I have procured on my travels and my expeditions, if you will, my questing. As you can see, I just returned from a lovely tropical holiday while renovations were being done. Pity they're still not done since I've returned, but here we are. Now, this week on my travels, on my return back from holiday, I did come across a merchant that was selling the most peculiar of items. Let me show you. So this, my friends, is called Mythical Meats. It is an original exotic game snack sticks. Let me just show you the artwork, the mastery of the hand that they had to craft such beautiful. And as you can see, I don't know if this was some sort of mad science, some sort of concoction, but they've been able to get all of the creatures, these mythological creatures, turned down into these similar formed snack sticks. They're edible, I'm told, and different flavor profiles and taste profiles that we are going to try for you today. I'm going to try one of each. There's 10. I'm going to try a little bit of each and let you know my thoughts. Now, he has assured me that there is another set that is coming to me tomorrow. They're sending a delivery wagon to town. They're going to have a fresh stock of a different type of mythological creatures. Now, I don't know if he's a hunter, a cook, a scientist, an apothecary, or all the above. But it does say down here, you can reach them through a www.mythicalmeats.com, some sort of web portal. I am not sure entirely what that is. I've heard about these things in my travels, but if you go somehow obtain the spell with which you can reach this web portal, you might procure these yourself if you don't find them already on your road or on your path. Now let's open this up here and see what we're working with. Yes, I just tossed things on the tavern floor. There's a lot of different scents coming out of this. I will assure you there's a lot of different scents. So here we go. Look at this here. It's a lot of meat. Darcy's going to have fun with that line. It's a bit much when you smell all of these at once. So I'm definitely going to set some of these aside here. And I think we're going to start. Oh man, I don't know where to start. Did I get 2 chimeras? Is that what I'm seeing? I've been given 2 chimera sticks, so this man has felt the need to gift me with 2 chimeras, if I'm correct. Did I already mention a chimera? I'm pretty sure I did. I'm not seeing it. Yes, I do, so I got an extra one. Now, am I missing any according to my bag? Now that I see this, I know there's supposed to be 10 different flavors. Ah, I am missing one. Okay, so that is why they gave me an extra. So it appears they was unable to obtain any chupacabra meat around this time around, so that's why I got the extra chimera. That is quite alright. The chupacabra is elusive, I've heard, so we will begin, since we have 2 of them, we'll begin with the chimera stick itself. So now this seems like it might be interesting. I will open the packaging. Let's I believe this is how the young adventurers do it. You just take it right up and you take a big snack bite. I'll let you see the stick up closer. It's got a nice color there. All right, let's try this. It's got a bit of heat to it. Yes, it says there's a bit of fire. Yeah, it's a chimera. But I must say, I'm rather glad they gave me 2 of them. Because this is a good stick to start with. I'm going to take one more bite, if you don't mind. Despite us having some lovely ales and assortments of rum and ale here at the establishment of the Rusty Tavern, I did procure myself some spring water in my bottle to do a nice palate cleanser. Yes, I would actually give that. I know it's a strong start, but it's a flavor I kind of like. I may go hunting some chimera myself after this. I must say, I think this is at the top of the list so far. Obviously, it's the first one, but I would even give it a 9 out of 10. I think I'll give it a 9 out of 10, and honestly, that could change before the night's over. I'm just going to reach here. The next one that's on top is the Kraken. Now, this one is going to be quite interesting. I'm not big on seafood. I've traveled the oceans before. I've been a captain. I know I don't look it much right now, but I'm not big of a seafood kind of guy. So I'm curious to see how this one shall taste. It's got a very nice, strong scent. It does say that there's a bit of maple mixed in there. If you've ever had a chance to go up to the northern mountains of Canada, they have some great this sap that sort of grows on the trees, the maple trees there. And I guess that's what they mixed in with this Kraken meat. That's not terrible. It's definitely very sweet. It's a sweet meat. I don't think it's my personal taste. I don't think I like it as good as the spicier version of the Chimera, but it's not bad. It's got a very different flavor profile. Unfortunately, I'm more well worded in travel and questing and adventuring than I am in culinary extremities. But I will say it does have a very sweet kind of a I don't know, an almost duckish, almost a bird-like quality to it, which I guess, a lot of seafood is like the birds of the ocean, sort of thing. But I will give that a strong 6 out of 10 and set it right here. And speaking of birds, the next meat we have is the griffin. Let's see. I'm just working my way through each of these here. So you can see here, this is the griffin stick. Look at that there. This has a stronger smell, that's for sure. Ooh, but it's not a bad smell. It's not bad. It has a very basic meat stick quality to it. Not terrible. I would give this one probably a 7 out of 10. It's very basic. It's a bit basic, but basic in a way that I enjoy. It's not overpowering. It's not got one strong, my first stick was spicy, the next one's sweet. This one was just more kind of on the level, but it was good. It was a good flavor balance, I guess I would say. All right, next up we have unicorn. All right, and this one shall be interesting. I'll show you here one more time, the packaging, so you get a proper look there. That's not bad. That is very tender, and it's got a very smoky flavored. I quite like unicorn. I think I'll put unicorn in second place. I'll take one more bite after that. It's a shame they're so rare. I'd like to eat more of this. Put that on a hamburger patty. Not bad, not bad. All right, next. Let's go by the Scottish Isles for some Loch Ness. Also, I don't know if I said, but for the unicorn, I would give it an 8. So it will come right in behind the Chimera. So it's Chimera, unicorn, then probably the Kraken, followed by the Griffin. Not that any of these have been bad so far, they're just my own personal rankings. You may try these mythical creatures yourself and find them more to your liking. So this is the Loch Ness Monster. I was last told there was only one of these creatures, so I don't know if they're just farming the meat off of them, or... You be sure to reach out and find out yourself. Go visit the lake. This one's not terrible. It's got a bit more of an earthy taste to it, ironically. But I guess that's just coming from the Scottish hillside, countryside, being in a lake more than the ocean. So it doesn't have as much of a fishy taste or watery taste. It's got more of an earthy taste. It's alright. It's not bad. Not my favorite. I'd probably give it a good 5 out of 10. Because again, it's not terrible. And I think these things, one of these would have to be terrible to be below 5 for me. There's the other Chimera. I'll save him for later. Alright, which leaves us with 4 more snacks here. I'm going to save these 2 for last. I think I'm going to do this in a certain order here. I think next we try the Basilisk, the slain, the dreaded serpent itself. And try a Basilisk. That's not bad. I think I taste a hint of garlic in there. Well, it's got a nice little afterbite to it. Almost like a sharpness, which might be from like the garlic or from, I mean, it's a basilisk, so maybe it's untelling what's inside of its veins or inside of its, been imbued into the meatiness of it. But wow, I dare say that is pretty good. It started off pretty subtle, and then it came with a bit of a tang to it, I guess is the word I'm looking for, a tang. Not to be confused with fang, because of course basilisks are known for their fangs. I like this quite much. I would give this, I think, an 8 out of 10, and I would actually move this to 3rd place. Sorry, I'm trying to keep track of how I have these located over here. Again, once we get the renovations done, I'll have a more proper organizational manner for these things. Next, we're going to try the Pegasus. We're going all the way to the Isles of Greece to try the winged Pegasus. Look at the coloring on this stick. Look at that there. Let's see here. I'm not a fan of the texture of that. I dare say I'm going to need a drink. Look. Ooh, that taste might be for some people. It's not for me. First of all, the texture was a bit off for my taste. Most of the snack sticks, you know, you got a bit of a snap to it. This one was more of a mush to it. And again, the flavor profile was just something, I don't know how to explain it. It just wasn't for my taste. A bit too gamey, maybe. Yes, I won't be hunting any Pegasus? I don't know. Next time I'm in Greece, I'll just stick to having Hydra meat or something if they have that. I didn't have any Hydra meat today, but I assure you. Next, we are going to try Dragon. The dragon, one of the great foes of many adventurers and quest takers. So let us see what happens with a bit of dragon meat. Oh, also, I don't know if I said, but I did give the Pegasus a 4 out of 10. I'm putting it at last. Dragon is good. It's got a bit of heat. Again, I'm not terribly fond of the other flavoring to it. The heat is okay. It's subtle. But there's a bit of a strong, pungent taste at the top there, which is, again, dragons are for slaying, I guess, and for some eating, not for myself, apparently. But I will say, what we got here? I will put the dragon right here. I'll put the dragon at a 5 out of 10. And I'm going to put it right there. I'll go through the order of all these once I try this last one. This is Phoenix, the great winged bird of fire and legend. One of my favorite mythical creatures, I'll mind you. Next to dragons, of course. Here we go. This looks like a sturdy stick. Not bad. It's got a definitely, you can taste the birdiness to it, which is not terrible depending on the situation. It has a bit of a peppery taste, with just a hint of sweetness. But definitely got a taste like a strong pepper seasoning, and but it tastes good. I guess that's some of the flames or the ash, maybe a little bit of that ashy taste, but I quite like it. I will give this. I think I would give this a 9 out of 10. I think we have my ranking. All right, everyone. So, coming up in last place is the Pegasus Meat. 8th place goes to the Loch Ness Monster. 7th place is the Dragon Stick. 6th place is the... What did I just do here? Yes, 6th place is the Griffin Meat. 5th is going to be the Kraken. 4th is going to be the Basilisk. 3rd, the Unicorn. 2nd is the Phoenix Meat. And 1st, and still winner, is the Chimera Stick. Now, I will try to... I tried to hold these up in the order of rankings, but there's no way to do it. But you can see all the different assortments here. Hello, peekaboo. But yes, this has been my attempt at forming some sort of opinion for you here in the Artifacts and Assortments corner. Be sure to fill out one of our tavern cards and be sure to scribble a little checkmark on the like and subscribe to any future events here to be notified about any future events in the corner or any other Rusty Tavern events. We're constantly doing things like this, discussing mystical artifacts, going on adventures and quests that you can learn about here with us, and possibly through the Bard relive songs and stories of our glories, watch through the mystical orbs that we have placed around where you can view these things that have been transcribed through our recording orbs. Yes, be sure to continue to follow us and comment below. Shout out on us on the card to let us know how we're doing and any improvements or just anything you like that we're doing here at the Rusty Tavern. And as always, see you on the next adventure.